Hello students, in this video I am going to explain next part of this chapter from class 12 Flamingo Indigo. Several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate informing him that the lieutenant governor of the province had ordered the case to be dropped. Civil disobedience had triumphed the first time in modern India. After several days, while the case was actually the decision was postponed by the British government, Gandhi received a written communication, written letter basically from the magistrate of the court informing Gandhi that the lieutenant governor of the province means area of that area, LG, that is called lieutenant governor, had ordered the case to be dropped. Had ordered that according to in the letter which Gandhi received, the lieutenant governor has ordered that the case will be dropped, means now the case will be over. So the case which was filed against MK Gandhi was taken back by the British government. Civil disobedience had triumphed, and in this way the civil disobedient movements had registered a victory, because British government was on back foot and received this for the first time in the modern India. And this was the first time in the modern India that the British government accepted its defeat, and it was the first ever victory for the Indian people. Gandhi and the lawyers now proceeded to conduct for the far-flung inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. Now Gandhi and other lawyers started developing. They moved towards. They started conducting far-flung means of detailed inquiry into the grievances, means losses of the farmers. Means they started they started searching the fact that what were the real problems of the farmers, and they started collecting all the evidences. Dispositions by about 10,000 peasants. Depositions means a kind of agreement, on a written paper. On a written paper, a kind of agreement was collected from 10,000 farmers. Peasants and farmers were written down, and notes made on other evidences, and from 10,000 farmers, written document were taken, and by Gandhi and other lawyers, and other notes were rather than these documents, other notes were also created, made by Gandhi and other lawyers for the evidence against the British government. Documents were collected, and various other documents, important documents needed in this and for the movement of the Champaran people were also collected. The whole area throbbed. All that area in which Gandhi and his lawyers were doing inquiry, throbbed means that was being almost, you can say, full of activity. With the activity of the investigators were coming, and the vehement protest of the landlords, and landlords were aggressively, and landlords were protesting very aggressively against this inquiry. In June, Gandhi was summoned to Sir Edward Gate, the lieutenant governor. The lieutenant governor, Sir Edward Gate, summoned Gandhi in the month of June. Before he went, he met, and before he went, before MK Gandhi went to meet lieutenant governor, he met. So while he was called by Lieutenant Governor MK Gandhi, before going to governor, he met the leading associates, means leading lawyers, and again led detailed plans, and Gandhi again told the detailed plans of the civil disobedience if he should not be returned, because Gandhi thought that if Lieutenant Governor is calling me, he may give order to arrest me also. So that's why he told all the details of the civil disobedience, that if he will be arrested, all the lawyers will continue this protest against the Britishers. Gandhi had 4 protected interviews with the Lieutenant Governor, and Gandhi, while went on the invitation of the Lieutenant Governor, he had 4 long protected means long. 4 protected means long. He had 4 long duration interviews with the Lieutenant Governor. As a result of that long interview, an official commission of inquiry into the indigo sharecroppers, an official commission was appointed by the Lieutenant Governor to study the situation of the indigo sharecroppers. The commission consisted of landlords, and in this commission, which was appointed by the Lieutenant Governor, in this commission, landlords were there. So you know that British landlords, government officials, also the British officers, and Gandhi as the sole representative of the peasants, and Gandhi was the single representative on the behalf of peasants. An inquiry started. Gandhi remained in the Champaran for an initial uninterrupted period of 7 months, and Gandhi remained in Champaran for an initial uninterrupted, means without going anywhere else. Gandhi stayed for 7 months in Champaran, and again for several shorter visits, and thereafter continuous 7 months, and thereafter he came several many other shorter times visit also. The visit undertaken casually on the entreaty, the visit which started on the request, entreaty means request, casually means without any serious mode, the of an unlettered farmer, of an unlettered means of an uneducated farmer, means by Rajkumar Shukla, on the request of Rajkumar Shukla, in the expectation that it would last a few days. And Gandhi had thought, while he responded to Rajkumar Shukla, that this moment will means this issue will take only few days, occupied almost a year of Gandhi's life, but it took almost 1 year of Gandhi's life, means Champaran movement continued for a long time. The official inquiry which was appointed by the lieutenant governor, assembled a crushing mountain of evidence against the big planters. It gave a lot of huge crushing mountain of evidence, means huge a lot of evidence against the big planters, means against the landlords, means against the British landlords. After the inquiry of this commission, a lot of evidence was gathered, and when they saw, and when the British government saw that their mistake was, and their guilt was caught, they agreed in principle to make refunds to the peasants, and they agreed that we are ready to pay back the farmers amount which they have taken deceivingly from the farmers on the name of compensation. But how much must we pay? They asked Gandhi. But they asked Gandhi that, Mr. Gandhi, tell us that how much we should pay. Means now they are asking the payment amount. Actually, students will be surprised that why they are asking the payment amount. Whatever they have taken, they should repay that. But now your Britishers are thinking that they will not pay the full amount. But anyway, let's see that what happens. They thought he would demand the repayment in full of the money. And while they questioned to Gandhi that how much they should pay, they thought that Gandhi will simply demand the repayment of the full amount was they have, whatever they have taken, which they had illegally and deceitfully, means deceivingly extorted, means to tortured, they had taken torturingly from the sharecroppers. He asked only 50%, but Gandhi asked only 50%. Then there he seemed adamant, but and at 50% refund, Gandhi was quite adamant, means he became quite rude, quite rigid here. Writer Reverend J.H. Hodge, a British missionary in Champaran, at that time Reverend J.H. Hodge writes, who was the British, who was the, seeing the matter very closely, and he was running as a missionary in Champaran. So J.H. Hodge writes that who observed the entire episode at close range, and who saw this entire Champaran episode from a very close distance, thinking probably that he would not give way, and the British planters thought that Gandhi will not give any kind of relaxation. So J.S. Hodge thought that, thinking probably that he would not give the miss Gandhi, that the planters thought the British landlords should pay 100%, but they while Gandhi proposed that they should pay 50%, because it was a very big amount. Students, you would be thinking that why Gandhi agreed demand for 50%, and later he agreed on even lesser than that. But payment is not the big matter here. Actually, whatever they paid, that is not the big matter. The Britishers accepted their defeat, that is the big matter, okay, which is a very important factor in this chapter. So thinking probably that he would not give the way, means they thought that Gandhi will not accept his defeat. The representative of the planters offered, the representative of the planters means of the landlords, offered to refund the extent of 25%, means maximum 25% repayment they accepted. And to his amazement, and to the amazement of the representative of the planters, Mr. Gandhi took him at his word. Mr. Gandhi agreed at 25% also, thus breaking the deadlock. Thus he broke the dispute here. Deadlock means dispute here. Dispute was broken by him. This settlement was adopted unanimously by the commission, and the commission, unanimously means unity without any diversion. They all agreed this settlement. Gandhi later on explained that the amount of refund was less important, that why he agreed on 25% payment. He said that amount of refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of the money. Rather, actually, the fact that the landlords were ready to refund the amount. Along with amount, Gandhi told that along with amount, the refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender. That the landlords also they became ready to surrender part of money and with the part of their prestige. Means they surrendered their prestige also, because they were thinking that they are the superior ones, and they were never ready to accept defeat. So they accepted defeat. That was a big victory for the Indian farmers rather than the amount. Therefore, as far as the peasants were concerned, and as far as the farmers were talking about the farmers, the planters had behaved as lords above the law. The planters have behaved with the farmers as they were the lords, means God, and above the law, and they have behaved that as they were above the law, means no law can prevent them to do their at the will. That he had rights and defenders, and now the farmers had learned that they had rights also and they had defenders, means in the form of Gandhi and other lawyers, that people to defend them as well. He learned courage, and he means farmer here, and farmers learn courage, means they become courageous. Events justified. These events, the Champaran movement and this all the incidents justified Gandhi's position, means tells about the Gandhi condition and how effective person he was at the time. Within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates, and after this disappearing of sharecroppers, within few years the British planters means landlords abandoned, means they left their estates, means big lands, big land properties, which reverted to the peasants, which returned to the farmers. Indigo sharecropping disappeared, and indigo sharecropping completely disappeared in Champaran. Next I will explain in next video, students. Thank you.